Have you ever initiated a conversation with an entrepreneur and then you asked, "How are you doing?" And then they replied, "I'm surviving." Now, surviving is not really a bad thing, but there is a better place. In this video, I'll share with you two important tools that you will need to grow your business. But first, before I do that, I'd like you to subscribe to this YouTube channel and also turn on your notification in case you want to get notified every time new videos like this drop. Remember, this is Sowaro, and this channel is dedicated to everything business, finance, relationship, and healthy lifestyle. Now, having done that, let's get right in. There's a place called Thriving, and the Thriving place is where every business that has survived or that has passed on from generation to generation came to. To get to that point, you would need these two important tools. Now remember, what you focus on determines what grows. So focus on these two important tools, and then you can get to the point where you are thriving in business. First is innovation. What is innovation? Innovation is not about holding endless meetings. Innovation is not about planning to create things. Innovation is about creating new products or new varieties of your product in order to deliver a better value to your customers. If you do this, you will thrive in business. Now, how do care brands grow year after year? What they do that other businesses are not doing. First, they create a model for the year, and then they create a variety with a slight difference. They do this over and over and over again. Now, if you look at the models of different years and you look at the varieties they have created, there's not much difference. However, there is a massive difference. There's a massive impact on the company earnings because they have understood that in order to thrive in business, you must innovate. And sometimes when you look at the brands or the models of different car brands, you will see that there is not much difference. So I'm telling you, it goes beyond creating PowerPoints for meetings and holding endless meetings. It's about creating. Endeavor to create a new product or a new variety of your product. Change what you're doing, adjust it to the market, and think how the market can gain a better value from this same thing you're doing, or even a new variety. That's how you add more value to the market, and the market rewards you. Innovation is like a car. One size could fit all, but you would have to adjust it to the circumference involved in order to get a good fitting. Innovation is not really anything new. It's about tweaking what is already existing in order to get a better value for the customer. Innovation rarely comes as a new concept. It usually follows these three steps. Remember the car I talked about. It's about copying an existing model, adjusting the model which you have copied to the circumference or to the perimeter involved, and then pasting it as though it came an original. That's what innovation is about. Think about what you're offering the marketplace. How can you copy even an existing model, adjust it together with what you already have, and paste it? Market will appreciate you if you do this. The second tool you need in order to achieve thriving in business is called system. A system is a machinery of different parts. You need that tool. It's a tool, an important tool for thriving in business. But there are four parts of a system that will make it work to produce thriving. First, you have to find your own network. Depending on the kind of business you're doing, whether you're new in business or an already existing business, you may need to find your own network. For an already existing business, you may need to expand your range so that you can get more customers. Usually, when an already existing business has problem finding its own network, it's probably because they're not doing much of marketing. They're not putting out their brand there. They're not making people know that these are the value they can offer to the market. So it goes down to finding your own network. What does that even mean? It means putting a lot of work into marketing your brand, selling your brand to the public. That's finding your own network. And if you're trying to enter into a new market, you may also need to put a lot of work into finding your own network in that new market. So do a lot of marketing, reach out to the market and let them know that this is a value you can provide. When it comes to value that businesses can provide, they're essentially about three values. There's the essential value, there's emotional value, and there's the discretional value. The essential value are those values that the customer cannot do without. If your product or your service is offering that kind of value to the customer, hang on that and deliver a good marketing pitch that can sell to the public. If you're delivering an emotional value, you also need to hang on that and push to the market. Give them an emotional feel about your product or your service. That's how you gain the market that you're looking for. So find your own network. And sometimes it's about combining 2 or 3 of these values so that the market can eventually make up their mind what they want. But oftentimes, most businesses that have thrived are those who are focused on delivering essential and emotional values. Let me give you an instance. Coca-Cola, when they started their brand, they had this slogan that they were known for. Back in 2020, their slogan was, "Together tastes better." They were trying to sell to the public that the idea of having a community around you, a family, is how you can harness the sweetness of Coca-Cola. Now, number 2 is own your own network. When you have eventually found this network, own them. After you've gained entry into the market and after you've built your leads, own it. And what does owning your network mean? It's about creating a community. Most businesses that thrive are those businesses that know how to create a community. By creating a community, you're creating the perception of demand over supply. So there would always be demand for your product and service more than your supply to the market. That's what creating a community is about. And car brands have perfected this so well. There are certain car brands that you will never get to attend their car shows unless you own an old model. So by owning an old model, they are trying to show to the world or present to the world exclusivity, that you can only attend their car shows if you own an old brand, or if someone who owns a brand, an old brand, invites you in. So be eager to offer exclusivity to the world. If it's free for all, if everyone can lay their hands on it, it's probably not the best value. So to give it that sense of valuability, they would have to exclude those who are not in their circle. Having said that, there are 2 important principles that you must look out for when you're creating a community. Number 1, they must clearly understand the value that your product or service is offering. Usually, the community does not haggle your prices because they understand the value that you're offering to them. And sometimes the bigger value is even the value of networking with other business people and other leaders within the sector. So they get a bigger value just by being a part of your community. The simple reason that they understand the value of your product and the value of the community, it then means that this community is not just an aggregate of people. They are more than that. The second criteria or the second principle that you should look out for and apply if you're trying to create a community is their eagerness to pay. Why are they paying for your product? Why are they paying for your service? It is probably because they have bought before. And for someone who has bought before, they understand the value that you're offering. A person is not yet a part of your community unless they have bought before and understand truly the value that you're trying to provide. That's how they become a part of your community. So don't be quick to make people part of your community just because you want to get money from them. Be careful that they understand already the value you're trying to provide. Now, the third part of the system is treat your network right. There are many communities today that people are not treated right. There are many communities where the members are treated like numbers, especially if the admin who is running such communities is in the knowledge industry. They tend to treat people like they are numbers. When people ask questions, those questions are not answered because they feel that they are doing them a favor. Keep in mind that people join your community not because they have faith in you, but because of the transformation they were seeking. Don't give them a reason not to believe in you. Don't give them a reason to back out because of the way you're treating them. Treat them right. The fourth part of the system you're trying to build is sell to the community. Now, at this point, you can sell to the community because they already understand the value that you're trying to provide. And depending on the kind of sales process you have, you may even sell to them and earn money even before you make the product. This is how businesses that have thrived did it. There are certain businesses in today's world who will never go bankrupt because of these things which I have taught you. Now, you may want to think hard and apply them in your business. First, find your own network, own that network, and then treat the network very right. You don't want to treat them like trash. And then finally, sell to the network. When you sell to them, it doesn't matter what you're selling, as long as they are within the avatar of your customer, they have the purchasing power to purchase your product, they would eventually buy. And that's how you stay afloat in business. Being oversubscribed is the key. Now, in case you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button and also hit that notification bell. Till I come your way next time. Peace.